Hello guys, what's going on? Voodoo51292 here. Welcome to the weekly ritual. I am actually doing this on Monday, but this video is not going to be uploaded until Tuesday, so I guess I'll go ahead and date it for Tuesday, which will be July the 22nd of 2014. So, hey everyone. I hope everybody had a good week, and it's time to basically talk about YouTube. I really don't have any kind of forward today to... This thing looks off-center, by the way. I don't really have any anecdotes or anything to start with, so we're just going to go right into YouTube. And the blunt honesty about what happened this week with YouTube was I got lazy. I was very lazy this week and really didn't do anything on the channel that I had meant to do. And ouch. And that includes playing Valiant Hearts, and it also includes uploading through the conclusion of Dark Souls 2. Really don't have any reason or excuse for why I was just lazy involving the channel this week. I just was. I wasn't in that mode. You know, I kind of go through cycles of being in the mood to do YouTube and the mood not to do YouTube. And this week and for the past few weeks, I've kind of been in the not YouTube mode. I did have some things to take care of this past week. Involving more preparation for school starting up in August. I had to get, I had to go to the doctor and get some vaccinations. I had to have a skin test done for tuberculosis. I had to have a meningitis vaccine. I actually went and took a course to become CPR certified, so I'm now certified for that. Mail some forms, all that kind of stuff. So that whole process continues to work itself out. Yeah, I wasn't really in the mood, but I did realize the fact that I have to get this Dark Souls 2 footage up. So what I'm doing as I'm speaking right now is mass uploading Dark Souls 2, and the idea is to get the whole playthrough uploaded before the DLC this week. So the current batch of videos I have on right now uploads through part 76. And then I'm going to be uploading this video after that, which is why I won't be on, up until Tuesday. Then the idea is to, after this video is up, upload through the rest of the playthrough, which I believe is part 91 or so. Cue those up to upload. Now, this week, yes, the first DLC for Dark Souls 2 comes out on Tuesday. I think it's called The Crown of the Sunken King. Excuse me, it's going to be a trilogy called The Lost Crown, something like that. I think this one's The Crown of the Sunken King. It comes out on Tuesday, which is tomorrow or the day that this video is going to go live. Unfortunately, I won't be able to play it. Reason is I'm going to be spending the whole day Tuesday in Baton Rouge. I actually need to go and complete the checkout, move-out process of my apartment. Of course, I physically moved out of it back in May, but I have to go back and I have to turn in my keys, my parking pass, all that kind of stuff. There's a set of plastic drawers that I left in there that my girlfriend wanted for her apartment, and I need to go up there tomorrow to get that taken care of. I'm going up with my girlfriend, and the reason I'm spending the whole day is because again, we're going up to take care of the apartment and all that, but she has a meeting to go to for a club she's in tomorrow night on campus. And my friend Tyler has been living up there all summer. I haven't seen him in about 2 months. So I'm basically going to be up there hanging out all day with her, and then when she needs to go to her meeting, I'm going to be going hang out with my friend, probably go to dinner or something, and then after that, we'll be driving back home here, but it'll be at night. So I'll basically be gone all day on Tuesday. And because of that, hopefully I'll be able to get close to all of Dark Souls 2 finished. The hope is to have it all done some point on Wednesday to have the full playthrough of Dark Souls 2 uploaded, alright? Because Wednesday is the day I will be playing the Sunken King DLC, or Crown of the Sunken King DLC, unless something unforeseen happens. So, while I haven't been in the mood to play games, Wednesday I'm going to be playing the DLC, alright? I'm excited to play it, and hopefully I get the footage done, the main playthrough completed by that point, so that people can see basically when I start the Sunken Kings DLC, why is my character the way he is. Once the whole playthrough of Dark Souls 2 is done and I have footage of the Sunken King, that will immediately start going up next. Now, Valiant Hearts, as you can tell, is kind of out here in limbo. I promise you I'm going to be playing Valiant Hearts. I really do want to play the game. I've heard it's very good, and I have no reason to think otherwise. People said it's very charming, sort of the same way that Child of Light was. And I spent the money, I bought the game. I'm going to be playing the game. Alright? I have to just do it. And the Sunken King DLC is going to take precedence first. I don't know how long it is, but it can't be too terribly long. And knowing the way that I get addicted to playing Dark Souls 2, and I just play and play and play for hours, I probably will get through it relatively quickly, and then we can move on to Valiant Hearts. Thing is, again, we still have time. We got about another month and a half before a new retail game comes out that I'm interested in, which would be Destiny. Comes out, I think the date is September the 9th. And I don't know if I talked about this on the last ritual, it slips my mind, but Brandon and I are planning to do a co-op playthrough of Destiny in whatever capacity Destiny allows. Meaning that I don't really know the capacity of the co-op. I've tried to find it, it's hard to find. A lot of these games that have co-op in them, they don't really make it evident or clear if, like a Dead Island, you can sit down and play the whole game from start to finish, co-op with a partner, or if it's online at certain parts or whatever. So, to the capacity that you can play Destiny co-op, from what I've seen and heard of the game, I tend to think you can play it start to finish co-op, but we really just have to see. So whatever capacity that Destiny can be played co-op, Brandon and I want to do that. And Destiny is most likely a game I'm going to be purchasing for that specific reason, so that I have the game. There's no run-ins or anything with GameFly and all that stuff that's going to screw up the co-op aspect of the playthrough. I don't know. It's Activision, so if you need an online code or whatever, I just want to have the game, and then if we beat the game, and there's no reason for me to own the game anymore, I can always return it or trade it in at GameStop and put whatever money I get back toward another game. So, as we are making our way toward the end of the year, when all these games are supposed to be coming out, it's important that I kind of give you guys a plan or an idea of how I'm going to be handling the games. Because there's a lot of them, I'm interested in a lot of them, and, how is it all going to work out, being as I can only have one game out at a time from GameFly, etc. And because of that, I want to make a game schedule update video. And I don't know if I should do that this week or the week after, because this week is probably going to be pretty jam-packed with stuff. And so I don't know if I should wait a week or whatever, but I'm going to be making a game schedule update video. I haven't made one of these in ages, but it's a video where I tell you guys the games that I'm interested in playing, my plan of attack on how to play them. I do want to purchase several games at the end of this year. I do have some extra cash from graduation and such, and with the ability to trade games in, I can make the money sort of stretch it out for a while and buy some games. And because they're all coming out around the same time, if I'm ever going to play at least most of these games, I'm going to need to buy a few so that I can have one and get one from GameFly, stuff like that. So I'll probably delay it till next week, because I'm going to do some thinking about which games I might want to purchase as opposed to rent, and then hopefully when I do the game schedule update video, I'll be able to sort of give you a better idea of the initial picture I have in my mind. But we'll probably delay that till next week, but it's something I want to do. Vlogs this week, okay? I know I keep saying it, and I really just need to get it done. The computer part video, I'll try. I really will try to do it. Any vlogs this week are going to come at the end of the week, by the way. End of the week, because I have to push through Dark Souls 2 now, and then once the playthrough's up, I'm going to be uploading the DLC. So vlogs that come up will be toward the end of the week. But the computer part video, it is an easy one. I just have to do that one step, and I still haven't done it because I've been completely lazy and useless. So that I'll look to complete and get up. I mean, I think the build's going to be outdated by the time I put this video up, if I don't hurry up and do it. So I'm going to try to get that up. Definitely this week, I'm going to be doing the next episode of Voodoo's Mailbag, the Q&A series. For whatever reason, throughout my course on YouTube, I've made several videos where I've asked for people to leave comments regarding certain things or to help me out or whatever, and it never seems to work. But since I've been doing Voodoo's Mailbag, the Q&A series, I've never had a problem yet getting questions. Everybody has questions to ask. They're good questions. Right now, I think I have enough questions as it is to make a video, but I need to sit down and do it, which I'll probably film it at the end of the week. So again, I am still accepting questions. I don't know when you're watching this video, but the best way to know is to go to the latest video entitled Ask Questions for Voodoo's Mailbag episode whatever. The easiest way to do this with one channel is to simply click on the on my channel page, you click on the videos where it has all the thumbnails laid out and just scroll down until you find it. I wish there was a simpler way, but YouTube and their channel design doesn't want to make anything simple. So find that video, open it. If the comments are still enabled, it means that I'm still accepting questions. If you click on it and the comments are disabled, it means that I have already filmed the video asking questions and I'm no longer accepting questions. So then just keep your eyes open for the next video where I say ask questions and then post it then. So that's definitely coming this week, probably toward the weekend. And yes, I'm still sort of waiting to make the big video that I've been talking about for a while, the long one. It's going to be where I discuss, sort of bring you guys up to speed on what's going on in my life right now, this transition I'm making in my life from undergraduate college into professional school, what it's like living back home now, what it means for the channel, what are my plans, my goals for my future, what's my vision for my life, all that kind of stuff. I'm still waiting to do that until I'm in the right mood. I have the time, and it's a good time to do it because I really want to make it good and meaningful, and I don't want to force it when I'm not feeling it, you know what I mean? So I'm still waiting to do that, but that will come in time, don't worry. As far as the room tour goes, which I mentioned a few episodes ago, I guess, that I wanted to film a tour of my room, I am holding off on that because the room is being sort of redone. It's getting a brand new paint job, which I think that I've sort of, I think I've made up my mind which colors I'd like to paint the room. And this border, this sports border is going away. It's going to be painted and sort of made to look more like a young man's room instead of a child, which it looks like right now, because this is how it looked when I moved in when I was like 10, and it's never been redone. You know, all the stuff I have on my shelves and stuff, my old, you know, kids' sports trophies that are all out and all that kind of stuff, and stuffed animals and all, and while that's all good, it's very sentimental, you know, it's part of my childhood and everything growing up. There comes a time where you have to move on in your life, and you don't ever forget any of this stuff, but it does come time to sort of pack it away and you know, and sort of move on, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be living here for 4 more years, so I want to update the room and pack the kids' trophies and all that up, and put you know, some sort of statuettes on there. My shot glass collection I'm working on, I'd like to put that up on a shelf, and so the room's going to be redone. I can't tell you when, alright? Hopefully it's sooner rather than later. But hopefully it'll be done, you know, before the year's over for sure. And once the room is sort of all redone, then I'll be giving you a tour, because the way I see it, it's pointless to give you a tour of the room the way it is when in a few months' time it's going to be completely different than what you saw, and I just have to redo it anyway. So Um, because of that, I'll probably just hold off until it's redone. Okay, so that will be put on the back burner until we figure out what's going on with the renovations, etc. with the room. All right. Um, Other than that, guys, I can't really think of anything else. Like I said, hopefully the plan is I'm just going to be pushing out Dark Souls 2 videos. You're going to see a crap ton of them in your inbox, and I apologize for that, but I got to get this stuff out. I got to get it done because I was lazy and put it off all week and didn't do it. Now I have to get it done. So the idea is to get all of the Dark Souls 2 campaign, or I guess campaign playthrough, main story playthrough, uploaded by sometime on Wednesday. So what you're going to see on the channel is continuous Dark Souls 2 videos up through like part 91, which is the end. Then after that, the latter part of the week, Wednesday night through whenever, I'll be uploading the DLC called, I believe, Crown of the Sunken King. And then into the weekend, I'll probably be uploading a few vlogs, such as the Computer Parts List vlog, definitely Voodoo's mailbag, and then maybe not the big vlog. If not, then next week that will probably come out along with the game schedule update, and we'll probably move on to Valiant Hearts next week. So that's sort of how next week is shaping out. It's going to be Valiant Hearts and the game schedule update vlog, and maybe the big vlog if I don't take care of it this week. So that's kind of how the next 2 weeks are shaping out, and yeah, that's how I see it going. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to finally get the Dark Souls 2 playthrough uploaded. It's taken like 2 months, but when the internet is what it is here, it sucks. It just does. It crawls. The upload speed is atrocious, and AT&T internet is a huge ripoff, but again, I don't decide what we have. I have to live with it. I have told my parents that it's a ripoff. I have told them you can find much better speeds from Cox at much better prices. They don't want to hear it because they're happy with the TV, and they have no need for the internet speeds the way I do, so they don't really care. So that's one of the downsides of living here for 4 years, which I'll talk about in the big vlog. Once I move out and get my own place, considering that I'm supposed to have a pretty well-paying job when I get out of school, really good internet will be priority number one. There's going to be a few things when I move out on my own that I'm not going to have any problem at all spending a bunch of money on, and really good internet is one of those things I won't have a problem spending money on because I use it so much, and I just want to have really good, reliable internet, but I can't do anything about that right now. So anyway, Dark Souls 2 this week, end of the playthrough and DLC. Next week gameplay will be Valiant Hearts, and we'll have some vlogs thrown in there, and it should be a lot of fun. Alright, and another Voodoo's mailbag, etc. So, alright, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm Voodoo. Hope you'll check out the Dark Souls 2 stuff this week. And that's about all I got. So peace out and have a good one. I'll see you later.